Good morning, Kentuckiana. We're hitting 6 a.m. here on your Thursday. Glad you're joining us. I'm Grace McKenna.
And I'm Jim Stratman, and it may not feel like 6 a.m. on a Thursday because
no, it does not.
It is hot outside, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to meteorologist Matt Breland, who is talking all about this dangerous heat wave that we're just starting, Matt.
That's right. It's just the beginning. Yeah, already without the sunshine, temperatures are in those mid to upper 70s. This heat advisory in place until 8 p.m. this evening. That's because those heat index values are going to be ranging into the triple digits. It's certainly going to be one of those dangerously hot afternoons for us. Still waiting on sunrise to happen for us. We're just a few moments away, but temperatures already into the upper 70s with winds staying out of the southeast at 3 miles per hour. So we're steadily seeing that moisture make its way in from the south, and that's keeping us warm this morning. 77 Hardinsburg and Litchfield, 77 Hodgeville, 73 for you folks near Bedford. On satellite and radar, we're continuing to stay quiet and dry. That's going to be remaining for the rest of our morning hours and through most of our afternoon. We're going to continue to stay under this sunny and dry pattern for our day. The south winds will be continuing. That's going to be keeping us warm, and we'll see those temperatures quickly reach the lower to mid 90s throughout the afternoon hours. Later on, the possibility for some of those very small, brief, isolated showers will be possible, but any that develop will be very weak in nature, providing little to no relief from this heat that's going to be sticking around. We'll have a full breakdown all about what you can expect for the next few days. Not really cooling down that much. We've got those weather details coming up, but here's a quick check of traffic this morning. So far, everything moving along just fine on all of our interstates across downtown Louisville. If we have anything holding us up, we'll let you know. Grace, Jim.
All right, Matt, thank you. Right now and new this morning, Metro Police are investigating a fatal car crash in the Hazelwood neighborhood. LMPD says around 10:30 last night, officers responded to a call about a vehicle that had struck a tree on Churchman Avenue and Cayuga Street. LMPD says it caught fire, killing a person inside. Police are still investigating this morning.
And happening today, the final 3 people who were arrested during the Brett Hankison sentencing protest are due in court this morning. 4 people were arrested outside the federal courthouse on Monday after protesters began gathering in the street and blocking traffic. Those arrested include Bianca Austin, who is Breonna Taylor's aunt, Rosario Matalo, and Andrea Anderson. All 3 are set to be arraigned at 9 o'clock this morning. The fourth person arrested, Robert Taylor, was arraigned on Tuesday. They all face charges of second-degree disorderly conduct and obstruction of a highway. And meanwhile, LMPD Chief Paul Humphrey reacted to the sentencing of former Detective Brett Hankison and the protesters that followed.
In a news conference yesterday, Chief Humphrey stressed the importance of civil disobedience. Humphrey said protesters have a right to make their voices heard as long as they aren't breaking the law and stopping traffic. As for Hankison's sentence, Humphrey said he respects the judicial system's decision and looks forward to the department learning from past incidents.
That was the decision of the court, and we're going to respect that decision. I can agree or disagree. I think we are at a time where we need to be careful about how we consider decisions of the judicial system, and judges in particular.
Humphrey also says he's trying to improve LMPD, but he can't control the, quote, flip-flopping of administrations from the Department of Justice.
A family is suing the Department of Corrections, saying that jail employees did not do enough to try to save their son's life in 2024. Within hours of being booked and processed at LMDC, Richard Graham died of a drug overdose. Focus reporter Travis Breeze has more.
What I hope to do is to improve the treatment of the least among us in Louisville.
Attorney John Little says he's fighting for Richard Graham and all future inmates at LMDC. Richard died May 19, 2024 of a drug overdose just 18 hours after he was booked into jail. I spoke to Richard's mother, Monica, in an investigation last month.
No, I'm not saying Richard would still be here, but there is a thought in my mind, if they would have checked on him, maybe they could have saved his life.
The jail's internal investigation says officers missed 2 opportunities to save Richard's life. The report says in the hours leading up to his drug overdose, 2 officers did improper cell checks that weren't thorough enough, and if they had, it is possible that inmate Graham would have been found to be in distress hours before the time the other inmates finally activated the Narcan alarm.
They have these specific body checks for a reason. Why was he missed twice?
My investigation in June also questioned Richard's body scan included in the report. There is an unusual object in his stomach right here that a jail expert said should have raised a red flag.
But I can say that definitively it looks like contraband.
The officer who did this body scan was never interviewed, and the body scan wasn't discussed in the report. The jail wouldn't say anything Wednesday, other than that it doesn't comment on pending litigation. However, Director Jerry Collins answered questions at length about this case in a one-on-one interview in June. This clip from our investigation is directly cited in Little's lawsuit.
No, where he was what we call rear security. Like you said, he's been here a day. He wasn't even classified and moved up. So more than likely, and again, there's pending litigation, more than likely he got that in.
Little says he's eager to get a full, unredacted version of the internal investigation.
This is somebody's son. It could be your son. It could be your nephew, your brother.
Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.
Now, it is important to note that Louisville Metro Corrections has had a decrease in in-custody deaths since Director Collins took over in March of 2022. There were 9 deaths in 2022, and since then there have been 3 deaths each of the last 3 years.
The emergency services company once operated by former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll has filed for bankruptcy. The Utica Township Volunteer Firefighter Association, also known as New Chapel EMS, released a letter yesterday saying the damage Knoll caused was too great to come back from. Knoll operated the company for years until he was forced out in January of 2024 after his arrest. Knoll later admitted to spending more than $3 million on himself, his family, and friends using New Chapel credit cards. Spokesman Escoy Travis said New Chapel will use bankruptcy protection to reorganize and allow the company to operate in an efficient and effective manner.
Whatever he done, he gave it 100%. And he put that dedication into finding his daughter. Of course, that didn't happen. And I think that's why Tommy's not here today. I think he was getting too close.
Strong words there from Mike Ballard, the brother of Tommy Ballard, one of those people killed in the still unsolved Bardstown murder mysteries. Ballard was shot and killed on a hunting trip back in 2016, just a year after his daughter, Crystal Rogers, went missing. Mike says that Tommy never gave up searching for his daughter after her 2015 disappearance. Now, his family isn't giving up on solving his unsolved murder either. And after the 3 men charged in Rogers' death were convicted in connection to her murder, Ballard's family decided to up their reward for information leading to an arrest in Tommy's murder to $50,000. Mike Ballard also told WHAS 11 he believes with confidence that Brooks Houck, Rogers' ex-boyfriend, was part of his brother's death. Still, no arrests have been made in Tommy's murder.
Kentucky's very first Wawa opens its doors today. It's on Preston Crossing Boulevard near Okolona. Some folks got a first look yesterday to see what'll make the Louisville spot unique. The company told WHAS they want to help with the city's growth.
And we just felt this was a great place where we would be part of the community and be part of that growth for many years to come.
Representatives also said there are 8 more Wawas set to open across the Commonwealth in 2025, and the goal is to open 5 to 8 new locations each year. Doors at the newest one open at 8 this morning.
Matt, let's head over to you with a look at our weather impact alert day.
The heat advisory in place until 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Heat index values today expected to hit 100 plus degrees for us across Kentuckiana. So that dangerous heat is going to be sticking around through the course of our day. We're going to have all the details about that forecast coming up here in just a few short minutes.